Oh no, we're not on the right place. There we go. Hello, everyone.
Happy
Hey, ladies.
holidays.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't even
I'm glad that
know.
all of those rehearsals came together for the choreo and that. Like, it
Right?
actually turned out pretty solid. Great
Since
job.
we've added you to the team, we've been practicing like every weekend. Just flying across the country to make it
It's
happen.
great.
It's like my favorite time of the year, and that has now become a tradition.
Yes. Yeah. I think one year we did one that we had the boys in there, maybe to
That's
close out the
right.
show. I can't remember. Yeah, we were trying to figure
Yeah,
out how many years it's been that we've done it. It all blends together at this point in time.
love it.
But welcome. We like our holiday show, our December show. It's always just kind of a little bit quiet time in the sense of tournaments, but then like nice to just kind of get together, chat, and go into the holidays on a high note.
Agreed. So are you both kind of winding down and taking some time off?
Winding down. I have 2 more days left with the kids.
Girls counting down.
We are on
Yeah,
indoor
I just finished
recess.
finals. It's good times. Good
It's
times.
done. Yep.
Good.
We are ready. I know the boys last week took a week off. I have to give them a little bit of a hard time. They took last week off with the thought process of they would be the last show before the holidays. And then yesterday, I think Carrie said, I guess next Wednesday is Christmas Eve. So I guess we won't do a show that day. I was like, look at that. So we are taking care of business over here on the Ladies Podcast. And
So we're the last
making
show
things
of the year, I suppose.
last show of the year,
Yeah,
last show
sending
of
everyone off to
2025.
2026.
That's
Love it.
exciting. Yeah. We have kind of just like a little chill show. We haven't really had any big events happening in the last little bit. So we decided to bring in the new year with just kind of some walk down memory lane of years past. Some of the memories that we have go far, far into the years past, but I think it'll be fun to reminisce. I know we were going through some of the stories that were submitted before we came on the air, and it was starting to jog some things that Tracy had been a part of and Megan had been a part of, and we had all had a good chuckle over some of them. So we're excited to share some of the memories that were submitted.
It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. We have a special guest joining us tonight as well, who's going to hang out with us for our show and go over some of the memories and share some of the stories with everybody. So we can bring her in now, and then we can get going. How's it going, Michelle?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with us tonight.
Of course. I'm very
Yeah.
unprepared in like all things holiday, it seems.
That's okay. That's okay. Are you like gearing up for the holidays?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in a good spot. This is probably the only room in my house that is not decorated. I know that you're not in actual rooms that are decorated right now, but
Yeah. I wish my
Yeah.
house looked like this.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's so nice.
What do you mean I'm not in the cabin in the woods right now?
it
It
looks
just looks
cozy.
amazing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
If only you could see the pile of just like cardboard boxes that are actually behind me that this nice background is hiding for me. It's a little bit of a disaster, but that's okay. That's okay. Perfect. So who was it, you, Tracy, that suggested this? You'll never guess who.
I mean, I came up with the concept because you'd put something for ideation and actually looked it up, and there's actually a game that is like truly called that. And so I thought that would be really good just to do like bowling edition. So I didn't make it up, like it really came from somewhere. And then I thought if we did it for like a bowling edition, it could be really kind of fun.
Yeah. So we had asked people to submit stories. We had quite a few people submit some stories. A lot of people submitted kind of those big moments that stand out in their bowling career. We have a couple that are more just like fun stories, more just memories. But we have our You'll Never Guess Who holiday edition in the bowling world. So some of these are, like I said, a little bit of a funny story. Why won't my mouse go over where I need to go? There we go. And some of them are just going to be like bowling related. But we'll start off strong. So you'll never guess who sent their glasses flying to their opponent in a big match. I wonder who it could be.
To be clear, we're referring to eyeglasses, correct? Because I feel like that could be.
You're right. It could be because I actually, a lot of things have gone flying over to opponents in the past because I know Derek Gall, if anybody knows Derek Gall from Alberta, he had one where I'm pretty sure it was against Gino. He had a big mouthful of pizza and he went up through a strike and then went to go like celebrate it. And the pizza went flying out of his mouth onto the lane in front of Gino, who was not as impressed.
No.
There was,
Like,
yeah.
is there a
So
list of names or is it just like we're random guessing?
I guess we could random guess because I did not put a list of names. So.
Okay. I'm going to say just because of maybe the style, I'm going to say Greg Peteritis.
That is a name that is pulled out. No.
No. Okay.
I'll give you a hint. She might be one of our special guests of the evening.
Oh, Michelle?
Michelle, you want to tell us that?
Okay.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, but it was at our Ontario Open in the stepladder. So big crowd, live stream, lots of intensity, and I think it was early. It was early in the game though. I think this was like the second match, and I ran back and I turned around to my team all excited. I threw a strike, and next thing, like my glasses were gone. They went off my head, and the girl that was going up beside me was like set to throw the ball, and my glasses went right across her feet. Luckily, she was a good sport about it. Everybody had such a good laugh, but I'm sure there's, you could do that to the wrong person for sure. But it was a moment.
Now I know what to get you for Christmas next year. You need one of those.
You know what's funny is that was the last Open I bowled before I took all the time off that I did when I had my kids. Because I swear to God, they would have gifted me with like a little chain the next year. I'm sure that somebody would have had that for me. Luckily, that happened, and then I like disappeared for a while. So I think most people kind of forgot it. But yeah, it was a story. It was pretty funny.
This is actually one of my big fears when I'm bowling, because there's been many times when I've worn my glasses and after I follow through, I don't know what I'm doing, but my hand will like knock my glasses and they've come very close to falling off many times. And I'm just like, I don't know where they're going to end up. And then I come back and they're all over. And
I've definitely bowled with glasses my whole bowling career, and I have never had a moment like that.
You've never just knocked them while you're bowling?
No.
Clearly,
I can't even wrap my head around it. I mean, I don't wear glasses anyway, but I can't even wrap my head around having them on my face. Like they would be on the ground every
when
ball
I think I was like 13 or 14 when I got, maybe even younger. Actually, I don't even think I was in high school yet when I got glasses, and I could not wear them bowling at first because I was so scared that they were gonna fall off my head. I wore my pretty good track record that it's only happened once. But yeah, it took a long time for me to even be comfortable wearing them.
Yeah. It's one of those things that like you don't think about until you think about.
It would be good to know if it's happened to anybody else out there. Maybe you're not alone, Michelle.
Maybe.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to just have like a running idea of all the things that have just kind of flown into your opponents. Like we know that people all the time go into their opponent's lanes and stuff, but like all the just random things that fall off.
I mean, I've lost a fingernail.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Small little story.
Triggered?
The fingernail.
Triggered?
So we're in a national. My team from BC is bowling against the Alberta women's team in the gold medal at nationals in Newfoundland in 2013. And I went to go and throw a ball for a corner pin, and all of a sudden my ball goes sideways, completely sideways. And I'm like, what is happening? Turns out there was a fingernail on the lane. So we were like, okay, can you get it off the lane? But I guess the judge of play thought that we were trying to assess fouls, or I have no idea what was going on. We literally just wanted it off the lane. And he stood and had all 12 of us put our hands in the center and went and checked every single one of our fingers to see whose nail it was.
You're
no.
kidding.
I am not kidding. They
Wow.
literally stopped the gold medal match so that he could check all of our fingernails.
I hate that. I feel like it
That's not when I
happens.
lost the fingernail.
When did you lose yours?
It was like when I was younger, like in my 20s.
Oh. Okay.
Which wasn't 2013, unfortunately. It was
You
more in the
know,
ni- it was
you
more in
know.
the 90s.
Fair. Okay. Let's pull up the next one here. I just like moved my screen. Give me 1 second. Bam. Okay. The next one won a ladies team open gold medal with an 8-player team. I think it was 8 players, definitely extra players. And this one I actually gave some options.
All the same age-ish.
All the same age-ish.
Yep. I feel like I can't say anything.
Tracy, was it you?
It was not me.
Not you.
No.
This
Could it
one,
be both Karen and Sandy on the same
it
team?
actually might have been both Karen and Sandy on the same team. I don't know if Sandy was on the team, but Karen is the one who submitted it. She said this was like going back. It was fun to see people who submitted memories from long ago. But back in 97, she was saying that her and Linda Orne were playing on a team together at Open Nationals, and she was 7 months pregnant, Linda was 7 months pregnant and Karen was 6. And then they ended up going on to win gold, and people were telling them that they had 2 extra players and that they were cheating with their full roster.
Not
then they
easy
went
to
on
pull
to play-
pregnant either, and have 2 of them on a team.
Yeah. That's wild to have 2 on a team at the same time that are that.
Was that little baby Derek Orne?
97. It probably was. Right?
Yeah.
I would think it would have to be. Because how long ago is that? 97, almost 30? Right?
Yeah. I mean, I had my baby in 2000. She's 25.
Yeah, so that has to be Derek.
Yeah.
Did you ever play, like Megan, obviously you don't have kids, but Tracy and Michelle, did you guys ever play on a team while you were pregnant?
Master's team for me in 99. And I didn't, like if Stacy or Jennifer is listening, I was like terrible, emotional, terrible. And that was it. I hung my shoes up.
Yeah,
you
my
were like,
son-
I'm done.
And this is it. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so, for me, it was hard, but some women just thrive
Mhm.
when they're pregnant. And they just
It blows
like,
my mind. I have a hard time bowling when I've had dairy, like let alone carrying a child.
that's funny. Yeah, some people thrive. For me, it was not like that at all. I was way too tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michelle, you
Super
didn't
women.
play?
No, my son was born, my firstborn was born in January. So I didn't I think that season I just played in like a little fun league with my parents. Because at that point I was already like 5 or 6 months pregnant. So I couldn't have bowled in anything. That's like right in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And then with my other 2, like COVID was mixed in there and everything. Like I just didn't bowl basically from the time he
That
was
makes
born.
sense.
Fair. Yeah, it always amazes me when I see women at nationals and they're like, "Oh, I'm due in 2 months." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've played with people that were pregnant or played against, and I remember Carol McDonald. I don't know if you probably know her. She played. There was one year. I remember she was playing and had like a full belly band underneath, and this is our provincial, and they went on to win. I'm like, what are you gonna do in 2 more months? But she did
wild.
it, and they were amazing.
Mind-boggling.
I
Yeah.
don't know how people do it.
Yeah. One of the other stories that Heidi actually submitted was that she was playing on a team with you and Jen Smith, Tracy, and she came into your hotel room to have dinner or something with you, and Jen was laying in the bed with a plate of food on her stomach, and that's how she told Heidi that she was pregnant that year. Just like laying there balancing the plate of
That
food.
would not surprise me.
Yeah, because she would have been another one that would have played through some pregnancies along the
Yeah,
way.
she would have. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at the next one. This one, I think we've talked about at some point in time on the podcast. I had a couple people submit it. Does anybody want to just yell out the name?
I mean, for me, I already know because I was on the team and I experienced the whole thing. But I wish Stacey Sanderson was on the podcast tonight to talk about this story because it's so funny.
It is her. Do you want to kind of give us the rundown of what went down?
Yeah, it was in Newfoundland. We did go on to win a gold medal in Newfoundland that year. I don't remember which year it was. It was a stellar team. I believe the team was Stacy, Di, Jennifer, Tracy Holdsworth. Oh, and myself, I guess.
That would be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, who's the fifth?
Who else was there?
I do believe that was the whole team. And for whatever reason, there was a package of gum that Stacy probably didn't know was like sitting like close to a seat. And somebody put their chewed gum on like this package. And Stacy sat on it. And
Melissa
then she went
was telling me 2004.
Thank you. Okay, 2004. 2004. And I think it might have been our first gold medal in Newfoundland. We've had, I think, 2 there. And it was just the funniest thing because Stacy had no idea. And she got up on the lane. She physically was like in mode to like throw the ball. And then we had to like call her back with it. The whole package was attached to her skirt.
Like, what was on the package that was making it stick?
The gum, the chewed gum.
So,
Right. So she had the chewed gum on a gum package and she sat on the gum. And so she had the whole sort of blue package attached to her skirt that had gum on it.
I feel like I've heard this story multiple times and I never got the point that there was like a piece of chewed gum on the outside of the gum pack. I thought there was just like
chewing gum, just put it on the package. She sat on it. And literally, I don't even know what bowling alley that was. I feel like it was green and dark.
Green and dark. I'm sure that now that you've said that, another text message is going to come flying into my phone right away of what the bowling alley was.
Yeah. And I remember it being towards like the left hand. So the doors were on the right hand side and we were like closer to the farther side of the bowling alley. That's all I really remember.
Yeah. And how long did it take for your team? Oh, was that St. Pat's?
Probably. She probably knows more than
she does. She's like, yeah, it was my first Masters Nationals.
Yeah.
How long did it take for your team to like regain composure? Because I know from bowling with some of you before, that would have.
We still don't have composure over it if you get us all together and talk about it.
I was going to say, that would put you in stitches for sure.
Just a classic moment with a bunch of great women who I believe that year was really epic for like all our bowling averages as well. Like I think we were all like over 255, 260, like just a really good solid team.
Yeah.
It was one of my all-time favorite teams for sure. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. We had a couple rookies, open rookies that sent in some stories. And if anybody was at Open Nationals this last year, stretched their rookie year right to a stepladder tiebreaker match.
Stretch their rookie year right to a stepladder tiebreaker.
Well, I guess there was only one tiebreaker in the stepladder.
There was only one tiebreaker in the stepladder this year.
And there were a lot of rookies on the Alberta team.
There were, yeah. A couple of the Alberta rookies from this year sent in just lots of different memories about it. They had put that at the tiebreaker, they had to determine who was going to go to the gold medal match. I remember sitting there watching the match with them too. And I could hear them talking in the pit of, what happens if this goes to a tie? It's like frame 5 and they're already talking about, so if this goes to a tie, then what happens? And everybody's like, stop talking about it. We don't want to like will that into existence. And sure enough, they did. And so then they had to kind of regain composure as a team with lots of rookies on it. All the females on the team were rookies last year, and they had to regain composure, but they had a fantastic year. They ended up going right to the silver medal. They lost in the round, or in the gold medal match, but yeah, they had lots of great moments. I know Dory had submitted about coming in off the bench and just throwing nothing but strikes to steal a match back and having the intensity behind them, and just like makes me think back, like, what was your rookie year like at either Open or Masters?
So special. They did really fun things back in the day for rookies, like a long time ago. Just so special, so different than what it is today, right? Like, yeah, just so special. I wish they could do some of those things that they used to do, but I get why they don't do those.
Yeah. Anything you want to share that you had to do in your rookie year?
For me?
Yeah. I can tell you my rookie year for the Open, we didn't make it to nationals that year, but my team, I had Heidi, Michelle Hoyle, Christine Wren, Annette Gamborski, Campbell.
Oh, really good team.
Me and Lori Gamble Thompson on the team, and Cisco is our coach. And I was like right out of YBC, 19 years old. And that team, they picked up very early that I would just do whatever they told me to do. And they ran with it. And at one point in time, I got traded to the Calgary ladies team because you guys didn't have a rookie that year or something. And so you needed some rookie time. I danced to the Spice Girls on a table at the banquet. I sat on Mr. Mortar's lap and wiggled around a little bit. That was all things that I was just told that I needed to do.
Sounds like my favorite part, actually, about these moments like that.
They were like, go give Bruce Mortar a lap dance. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do right now.
What about the bet at Masters where I bet you $1,000?
I wish, me and Heidi went and got this giant sandwich. It was probably like this big. And Heidi was eating a bit and we were like, we'll just share it. And then I came into the room and there was still a significant amount of this sandwich left. And I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that hard to eat. Tracy's like, I will give you $1,000 if you eat the rest of that sandwich in half an hour. I'm like, no problem. I'm shoving this sandwich into my face. There is so much bread and bun on this sandwich and it is so dry. And I'm trying to get it down. And every time I stop to be like, this is the worst sandwich ever, they're like, you better stop talking. Like your time is ticking. You don't have much time left.
I think that's what hurt you is the amount of talking.
Well, have you met me?
I was never worried about having to dish over $1,000. Let's just say.
No. Also, that sandwich was nothing but bread. Like, the fact that I could even get out of bed the next morning was a win.
I love hearing like successful rookie year stories like on the lanes and also like just absolute chaotic rookie year stories.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. We go from like a silver medal rookie year, Nathan Wymore rookie year, national singles gold, to I had to like eat a sandwich
to destroy a giant sandwich. And I kept being like, look, it's the size of my head.
That wasn't your rookie year though.
It was my rookie Masters year. Oh no, it was not my rookie Masters year. No, that was just because why not?
It's just a good story.
Just
you'll never
why
get
not?
Who it is.
Why not? Apparently, I'll do things even if I'm not a rookie. Michelle, did you have any like rookie memories?
Very similar to you, not the sandwich story. Just as far as like fresh out of YBC kind of first year, and I bowled with like a massive team. I was with like Connie Ward, Mandy Anning, Cynthia Wieland, Liz Nickel, and Melissa Llewellyn was my team, and
Wow, what a
I was
team.
yeah, it was awesome. I think we finished third. I want to say I don't even remember at this point. I know we made the step ladder, and I certainly know we didn't win. So somewhere in there is where we landed. But it was a good experience in that way. And same thing, like, just tell me where you want me to bowl, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. No lap dances. Definitely don't remember much of the banquet. One, because it was a long time ago, and two, because there was a lot of drinks. But no, it was a good time. It was fun. Masters, not as much. I think I've only played Masters 1 year. I know I qualified a second year, but I couldn't go.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, I think it was like an Elvis theme or something. They made us all dress up for it. I think, Tracy, you were there. It was when I was in Hamilton. Long time ago, like
Hotel in
2015.
Hamilton, and it overlooks.
It had that
It
big,
overlooked the
um,
common area.
yes. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. It was fun. It was really it was a fun hotel.
I
But
feel like I've had a couple of nationals at that hotel.
Mhm.
It's a good hotel.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite, not that it was a rookie experience, but one of my favorite themes at nationals was in Quebec, where they had like a Michael Jackson thing, and we all kind of dressed up Halloween-like, thriller-like, and you could just dress up in costumes. And our masters team, we dressed up as sort of zombie schoolgirls. And I don't know if anybody
I've seen those
saw
pictures.
that. And one of them, they sort of had like dinner, and there were ribs on a bone, and Jennifer ended up like putting these rib bones like in her hair for the night. But it's
Of
awesome. We
course
had
she
like,
did.
it was Annette. It was Annette.
Bonnie,
It was
Diane.
it was Allison Cummings
Yeah.
was on that too. She was our singles that year.
Diane.
Yeah, really good team.
Bonnie.
Diane.
Casey was your coach that year, right?
That's right. Yeah, and that was just like another really good memory.
I love that.
Yeah, a good theme by Quebec that year.
I miss
Yeah.
the rookie games. Those were fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the rookie games?
I had to put an Oreo on my forehead and get it into my mouth, and I won. I remember that.
We had to, we were lumberjacks in Quebec, and we had to saw through these taped together pool noodles.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Yeah,
love
so
that.
I remember
good.
clear as day.
Wow. I miss being a rookie. What a nice
know.
time. I also enjoy being a veteran as well. All right. This one is coming out of IP Nationals last year. Broke her bottom on the lanes, but finished the season strong.
Finish the season strong.
There was a big fall that happened while running out a shot.
I feel like you do this all the
Feel
time.
like there's so many people that this could be.
And there's
It's
so
a
many
Katie
people.
move for sure.
It was not Katie though. I wasn't at IP, but this one also comes out of Alberta though. It was
Okay.
Miss Cindy.
Cindy.
Oh no.
Miss Cindy, yeah. She on the live stream. I did not find a video of it. I saved her that, but she was running back a shot and then fell right on her tailbone and was in a lot of pain. But
was
then
she badly injured?
Like I think it was like not great. Like
Got
she
it.
still continued to bowl, but I don't think it was like the best.
Yeah.
And Tim, of course, like laughed and told her to get up. And
I feel like the adrenaline
Like there are
in that
so
moment.
many stories of people falling, hurting themselves, especially in a celebratory manner.
yeah.
I'm thinking of a time where I like punched a teammate in the face accidentally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Elaborate.
It's like I shouldn't have brought it up. Anyway, it was we were at nationals and it was a really close match, and we basically needed to, I think it was like 21 of 24 points is what we needed to get into the step ladder. So like we needed to really
Go.
really go off.
Mhm.
And it was a super close match, and it was strike for strike, strike for strike, strike for strike. And like I needed to win my match. And I think it was like 6 or 7 strikes in a row for both of us. So anyway, I can't remember who I was bowling. My goodness. Anyway, she went up and didn't get a strike. And I was like, oh my God, if you throw this strike, like, okay. And if anyone has seen me bowl, I'm not usually that, dramatic. But every now and again, when it gets like really, really hyped up, like there's a lot of oomph behind all of my movements. Anyway, I threw the strike, came back like an absolute bull, and went to high five my teammate, who just so happened to be Melissa Manor. And Melissa Manor, first of all, not like a statuesque human being, like relatively petite, and didn't totally have her hands up ready for all of the energy that was coming. And my hand proceeded to go like through her hand. Her hand hit herself in the face, broke her glasses, sliced open her nose, and gave her concussion.
Oh no. You got to be ready though at all times.
There's no stopping that train
there's-
when it's coming off the tracks.
No.
The worst of it now, we're assuming concussion. I hit her in the face like very hard, so I'm going to use my medical expertise and say there was probably a concussion there. Concussion protocol probably should have been enacted. However, she finished the game. She won her point. We made the stepladder, everyone.
Without her glasses. Or did she have
With-
glasses on?
well, I don't
Half.
totally remember. I remember a photo of her holding like something to her face because her nose was bleeding.
Oh
Her
my
concussion could not have been that bad because she has messaged me to tell me that you were bowling Tracy Smith from Ontario.
God. Oh, the other
Oh,
Tracy
okay.
See,
Smith.
I can't
Okay.
even remember this because
She
all I
remembers
remember was that I
everything.
almost killed my best friend.
Oh my God, she sent me a picture. Like I have a picture right here.
I will see if I can get that picture. Like,
She's like, she's
And there's a
texting
photo,
both
and
Katie and I
felt
right now.
so bad.
I'm
And
on
she's
it, I'm
like
on it.
holding her nose.
I
Yeah.
love that.
But you know what? I gotta
I
say,
don't
I
love
actually,
that.
I love the
sad.
color of these uniforms for you guys.
I'm on
Do you
it.
remember
I
the
can't-
color? Oh, you can't see it.
Oh yes, I do. I remember
They're-
they were very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they look really good, actually. Burgundy with a little bit of a stripe. Don't mind that. And a napkin that she is using for her nose matches the stripe on the shirt. So it's a good
This happens
picture.
a lot. So anyone who's fallen, hurt themselves, hurt other people inadvertently,
I
It
think it
happens.
happens all the time. I know that was also
Wow.
another one of the memories that Heidi messaged in, was that she, for a very long time, did not have a bowling tournament with me that I did not fall. It started out on my very first bowling tournament with her, where we were bowling right next to the Edmonton men's team, and I fell running back a shot and like kind of fell over off to the side and landed in their pit on the ground, just like looking up at them all. And they're all like, what are you doing? You're not in the right place here. But yeah,
Wow. Good stories.
your tailbone has healed, Cindy. I hope everyone who's fallen and hurt themselves are healed.
Yeah, I think she from there went on to she went on and made her first cash tournament cut with Diamond Ladies. So
Yeah,
that
she's doing
was
great.
really exciting. Okay,
Amazing.
wait, I think I have figured out how. Give me 1 second. I think I figured out how to share this picture.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, wait. Recents. Okay, I will get it. It will be here in like a few minutes. We'll go on to the next one, and when I get it to come up, then we
Love it.
will we'll have it. I have too many screens up now. I don't know where I'm at. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one had me howling through a stinky 13 strike perfect game.
Stinky.
Stinky. And there's a reason why I put stinky.
Well, I definitely know someone who threw a 13 strike perfect game. The stinky I'm interested in.
So I'm sure it is the person that you were thinking of, Mr. Mitch Davies. So Mitch submitted a story to us that, and like the whole thing, this was back in 2011, as she said. But they were doing an event that was for the duck pin players to come up and try 5-pin bowling. So it was like a really small tournament. Only about 30 players came, he said. It was like a 6-game qualifier, and then it went into a Sunday final or something like that. He said it was at Strickland with free fall machines. And he said he started off really good for the first 3 games, threw like an 860-ish, and then he shot a $140 and then had a temper tantrum where he went outside and he threw his shoe across the street. And then once he finally calmed down a little bit, he went for a walk to go and try to find his shoe, and it had landed in dog poop. And so he had to pick up his shoe that was covered in crap and bring it back inside and clean it off. He had to go buy a new slider to finish his shift. And then he said he came back into the game, shot 360 in game 5. And then he started with 7 in a row in game 6, went up for the 8th one, threw on the wrong lane. And then they had to call it a dead ball. So he erased that, went up on the right lane, threw the 8th one, and then eventually threw the perfect game. And he said that at the time they had gotten $1,000 sponsorship for like a wine package for anybody who threw a perfect game, or the first person who threw a perfect game. And Christina Herbert threw a perfect game in game 4. So she got the $1,000 wine package and he got $13 for the high game pot of game 6.
And a poop covered shoe.
Oh no.
And a poop covered
what a
shoe.
win.
What a win, right? Like, outrageous.
Well, out of all the places the shoe could land.
Right? And like we've heard of people like throwing their shoes kind of all over the place and it getting like across streets and down in garbage cans and things like that. But like to land in dog poop.
My God. I feel like, I don't know if it was Jen or Pam were in a bowling alley and had their shoes on, but somehow there was dog poop at the entrance, like where you take your shoes off and they like stepped. I'm pretty sure it was one of them inside of a bowling alley.
Like how?
Why is there so much poop?
I
What is
also know
happening that
though
there's
that there
poop
have
everywhere?
been times that the Wisemans have told us stories about like little poop balls on the lanes at Sherwood Bowl that like they must just like roll down people's pant legs. And
No. What do you mean little poop things on the...
Also working in an elementary school, it does happen. Like it's like when the kids don't wear underwear and they just like let out a little one and then it just like comes out there.
Okay,
Like I found
we're
it in the
talking about
gym.
grown-ups, right?
Well, like
This sounds like a goat. Like goat pellets. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Like there's a lot of things.
What did Mitch do with the $13? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, like I'm sure he bought a beer, if I had to guess.
Mm.
That's
Paid for
gotta
his
be what he
slider.
did. Paid for his
Yeah.
slider, because back then his slider was probably $13.
That's so good.
Circling back for 1 minute, I finally was able to get this little nugget up here of look how sad you looked for hurting your friend.
I felt so like I don't know if I've ever felt so bad because she was on the ground. This wasn't like a gentle tap. I came back with every ounce of my
Might.
and it went straight into her face.
Aw.
I should have borrowed Midge's $13 to try and replace the bridge of her glasses.
Yeah, that might have helped. All right. Stole a cheer
Sorry, Melissa.
section at Nationals. This was also in Newfoundland back in 1996.
Crazy newfies.
Crazy Newfies back in 1996. But this was submitted by Annette Bruno. who said that she was on a team of all rookie players. They had a rookie players, rookie coach. Everybody was down in Newfoundland, and they were in the step ladder in the gold medal match. They had been winning like the whole way through the round robin, and then they ended up finishing second or finishing first, but then they had to be beat twice, and they got beat the first time against Newfoundland, I believe. Yes. And so they were playing in Newfoundland, and their coach turned around to all the Newfoundland spectators, and he looked at them and said, "You guys are all friendly. So everybody from here over, you can cheer for Newfoundland. Everybody from here over here, if you could cheer for Alberta, that'd be great." And they did. And she said it was a moment of sportsmanship from the crowd that she'll never forget, is that they actually were like rooting for Alberta, and they ended up winning. And it was just a really good moment of,
Oh, cutie.
yeah.
So
I
funny.
feel like this is a little bit like just the Newfie way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
There
the
may
most
have,
part, yeah.
yeah. There was a few Newfie spectators at last year's nationals that were also giving Alberta the go get them in the step ladder against you guys.
You mean our entire team when you destroyed us after the fourth frame?
Yeah, that would be the one. Yeah, it was.
The worst of it is we weren't even that bad. We were actually doing pretty well, but I mean, you guys had what, 21 of the first 25 strikes?
Yeah, we definitely came out really strong in that game, but it was just, it was one of those moments where like, what do you, like, I don't even know how to describe it or
It
explain
was a freight
but like,
train. It was just a
it
freight
was,
train.
it was a freight train, and like, I'm just thankful that I was on the one end of the freight train, but like, to be playing against you guys in that moment, and like, I'm truly friends with so many of your team, and to look over and like feel so terrible about what was happening, and to look at you guys, and you guys were like, go get another one, like let's see how high you can get it, and like legitimately rooting for us. And like, even I turned around and Melissa's parents were there, and like, if we threw a strike, they were clapping just as hard as if we were on Newfoundland throwing a strike. And there was quite a few like other, like Brad was over there, and there was a bunch of other Newfoundland players and spectators that were just like there for the ride. And it was, I think it's the Newfie way.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
But genuinely, we're like, what are we going to do? Like, we're 600 pins down.
They definitely
Don't
had their
really
mojo.
know what else we're going to do except be like, okay, well, you might as
Come on, guys,
well
keep
like
going.
do this thoroughly.
Yeah.
The worst of it is I'm not even over exaggerating that much. Like, you guys shot 1600 or just about.
Yeah, I think we shot like 1585 or something, but
Yeah.
and you guys shot like 13 something, I'm pretty sure.
So I think it was like a low 12. And then like in the 8th, 9th, and 10th, we were like, don't get me wrong, we were still trying, but like
Yeah.
we're about to get blown out like 8-0, or I think we won one match.
I think you did win one match. Yeah, I think so. But
Maybe, I don't know.
I
Anyway,
don't know. It was
the
nice
most
to
part.
spend that hour with our friends. It was nice.
I think it's funny, Katie, you're like 1585 or something. Like, but you
I don't know what it was. It was something I can't remember. I just remember we were like, you could hear people behind me like, I think they're going to beat the record. And I know that we didn't beat the record, but we were like a ball
Really?
away kind of thing. We were pretty close to it. but
Crazy. Yeah, that's good boy.
I think it was like
Yeah.
1 or 2 pins that you missed it by.
Yeah, it wasn't by a ton,
Yeah.
but yeah. That was also one of my like favorite moments, not in the sense of like throwing a blowout game or how high it was, but for us, like Tim, it was his first year coaching our team, and I was playing anchor in that match, and we were kind of just like rolling and everything was going great. And he looked at me in, I think, frame 7 or 8, and he said, I'm going to put Julie in for the 10th frame in anchor so that she gets into this match. I think we all did our part to get us here. I think everybody needs to throw a ball. And then I was like, Tim, like, just put her in now. Like, pull me. Like, I'm done. Like, we'll put her in. Like, so she played the last, I think she played 9 and 10 or 8, 9, 10. And at the time she was like, don't put me in. Like, it's totally fine. I'm totally fine sitting here and just like watch it. I'm here for the ride. It's all good. And then she threw the last ball in 10. And before she even turned around to come off the lane was like, sobbing. And she's like, you
Aw.
guys don't know how much that meant to me to put me in. And like, to me, that was like one of the highlights of my
Oh my gosh, she
bowling
got
career.
like our entire team basically. We were
Yeah,
all
like we were all crying. Like, and most of us are not like huge emotional people for the most part, unless like I'm mad, then I am. But she had all of us like little tears in our eyes of like, it's so
Good
sweet.
coaching
And
moment too.
cutie.
yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. All right. Here is a group of people who found gold at the end of the rainbow.
A leprechaun.
A leprechaun. It's the Central Men's team from Alberta. They sent in a picture as well to show. But they said in 2016 open qualifying, they had everybody qualified, and as they were standing for a picture, they realized that everybody was wearing a different color shirt that was a color of the rainbow. And then Gino, being the wealth of information that he always pretends to have, pointed out, well, you know what they find at the end of the rainbow? A pot of gold. And then they went on to play at provincials, where they fought, like they had a really close battle with Calgary and Edmonton, and then ended up winning against them. And then went on to nationals and ended up winning gold medal at nationals. So Gino, as much as we hate to say it, was right.
Okay,
What
so
a
was that planned?
Not planned.
No, not planned.
That was
What?
just like their random qualifying. Like they all showed up to qualify out of Central. And when the team was formed, those
Wow,
were the
okay.
top 6. And they had all the 6 colors of the rainbow. So they took their picture, and then Gino
Minimum,
said
did they
that.
arrange themselves in the
I
order
think they
of the
arranged
rainbow?
themselves in that order after they
Okay.
realized that they were all the colors. of
That
the
would
rainbow.
be very lucky if they didn't.
Right?
I mean, like, what are the odds that
Yeah.
they're all in? Like, what?
Right.
Awesome.
Just
That's
like
actually such a
randomly.
cool story.
Yeah.
What a
It
stacked
just-
team though.
Yeah.
What a stacked team.
Like that's
was on? I,
that's a,
like, just
that's a
flipped
good
over.
team.
Shelby, Victor, Gary, Eric, Carrie, and Gino. And then they had Greg
Wow.
Gigluck as their coach.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
team.
a really good team.
Big team there. This one had a 3-frame stretch named after them. This is a player who hasn't been playing much in the last few years, but definitely had a big run and has been at nationals many, many times representing Alberta.
I know the answer to this one.
Miss Michelle Hoyle.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. She said that she had Mike Lecoussier as a coach, and she went up in the first frame and she threw the most aggressive gutter ball in history. The ball went straight up, landed barely a quarter of the way down the lane, and then calmly rolled into the gutter. And her coach just stared at her. And then she spared it. And then the second frame, she picked a solid left deuce and then spared it. The third frame, she said, I got up on the lane and said, I got this. Right 3-pin and spared it. Frames 4 and 5, she had strikes and she's like, I'm rolling now. This is great. And then in frame 6, she punched and Mike pulled her. And then she said, well, why didn't you pull me sooner? And he said, I was too stunned. She said at the banquet, Bruce Mortar named the gutter spare, deuce spare, 3-pin spare combo the Hoyle.
I love that.
Have you ever thrown like a gutter or a 2-pin in a big moment?
I pulled it. I threw a 2-pin at a Masters event against Northern Ontario in a lead position, first game. You don't recover from that very
It's
well.
so hard.
Yeah.
When you throw a 2-pin, when you're aiming at the middle, it's really hard to trust the next thing that comes out of your hand.
And I refuse to laugh at a 2-pin if somebody does it because I feel like it's just gonna it's bad karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a 2-pin, but the very first ball that I was throwing in the single step ladder at Masters in 2015. Very first ball. I went up to go and throw, and I didn't realize that I had stepped in I think it was like a mountain of powder that someone had like at the back. Oh, poop,
Human
yeah.
poop?
Yeah.
And I think it might have been a 3-pin. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you because I was 8 feet out on the lane, face down in front of the entire crowd of people. Very
Wow.
first ball of the stepladder. So I started the game in a negative. So I guess that's
And you're shook.
worse than a 2-pin.
Like
Yeah.
a moment like that, you're really shook.
You are. Yeah.
I
in
was
a
also
big,
very hurt.
big
But
match.
yes,
Yeah.
very
Wow.
shook.
Yeah. Wow.
And like not graceful, not like full on face down into the ground. And the silence in that crowd was
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh
that
boy.
was something.
How'd you recover? What's the
Not
outcome?
well. not well.
Okay. Okay.
It's always
I got
so
a
funny
bronze
how
medal. It was great.
yeah, how these moments just come out of nowhere. Like
Oh yeah, it was not
everything's
good.
cruising, and then all of a sudden it's just like chaos on the lane, and you're like, okay,
Yep.
now what?
It was not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we
I would
had-
have probably taken the deuce because the negative start, not
yeah,
fun.
that's not fun. We had one moment where Pam Wilson, we were, I believe, also in Northern Ontario. And she went-
Ontario.
I know, she went and slid, and right by the foul line, there was like a pile of water. And she actually hurt herself really, really bad that year. And I don't know if she had another slider or if she had to repair, but she was soaked and it was full of water at the foul line during a national event.
Yikes.
Good.
Yeah.
Just what you want.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Just things happen.
Things happen.
But how
I
did the
will
water
still-
get there?
Yeah. Yeah. I will still
I feel like
never
there's a lot
forget.
of universally lived experiences. I mean, not all of us randomly qualify in a rainbow arrangement, but a lot
Yeah.
of falling, a lot of hurting ourselves, a lot of things falling off of ourselves.
A lot of random, just like random shots. I will never forget my first Masters with Bonnie when she threw a ball that went halfway down the lane before it went into the gutter. And then she turned around and that felt so good out of my hand. And I looked at her and went, I do not accept that. There is no way that ball felt good out of your hand. It went directly into the gutter. No, no, like just no.
But at what point did it go in the gutter? Like, was it past like the
Like halfway down the lane.
No, that can't feel good.
And she just, she threw it and then came back and went, that felt so good out of my hand. And the rest of us just looked at each other and went, no, no,
Was
it
she
didn't.
walking towards the gutter? Because it could
She
have been
must
a
have been.
great thrown ball at a very
Poor target.
inappropriate target.
The
Oh,
look on
Bonnie.
Jeff's face, he just kind of stood there. It was one of those Mike Lecoussier, just too stunned to do anything. Just like, we'll go hit pins this ball, I guess. Like,
I love it.
poor Jeff.
Good story.
Yeah,
A long story short, everyone,
it happens,
it
to everyone.
happens. If you throw a 2-pin, if you throw a gutter, we've all done some really dumb crap. You are not alone.
Fair. This one was from a rookie year, was removed from the banquet by being carried out on her chair.
This could be anybody.
Yeah, this could be anybody. This was Miss Heidi Mapstone,
Well, Heidi.
who said that her team, because she was a rookie, left her behind to guard all of their team's silverware. And she wasn't so thrilled to have to stay behind. So she just didn't do a very good job of guarding anything. After a few pieces of silverware were successfully stolen, they just ended up taking everything, including the table and her on her chair. They picked me up and took me out into the hallway.
Wow.
Do you guys do that in Ontario?
No, I was just about to ask. I feel like I'm missing an important part of this story of like why she was even guarding silverware
Yeah.
to begin with.
For a very long time in Alberta, I don't even know. Do we still do it in Alberta?
I don't
That
think we do as much.
I don't think we do as much
But
either.
for a
but
long time, it was a
back in
thing.
the day, if your team left your like silverware or your food or anything unattended, the rookies from other zones were told to go and steal it. And then they would go and take all the silverware from the table, or all the plates, or like whatever was left at the table would not be there when you came back to the table. So often teams, if they had a rookie, they would say, you have to stay here while we all go get food and guard everything. And it would turn into like a full body, like, you can't take my stuff. Like, I will throw down to avoid you stealing the silverware from this table.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, every pocket is in use, right? Because you're putting utensils wherever you can place them. Anything that was essential for you to eat, you were taking it.
You
with you.
took on your body, and it was like you would stuff your underwear with like your fork and knife just to make sure it wasn't left on the table if you didn't have a rookie to protect it.
It's
Oh
true.
my God.
Yeah. Do you do that in Newfoundland, Megan?
No,
Yeah,
at least
fair.
not since I've been here. In BC, I think it was a pretty common thing. But BC
Yeah.
also did, I can't even remember what it's, maybe heads up or something. And basically, the last person to get their drink up to their head, like I could just sit like this with my
Yeah.
drink. And then like I would wait, and then Katie would see, and she would put her drink up. And the last person that didn't have their drink on their head had to buy like a round, or
round.
I think maybe they had to do
That's
a
a
shoe.
classic
I don't
party
know.
game. That's not even exclusive to bowling. I was gonna say I've played that plenty of times, but never in a bowling alley.
No. I
It's
feel
been a
like our
long time.
banquets
I
were
haven't been
filled
in
with.
BC for a while. I can't even remember the rules.
Yeah. They even did like the elbows on the table thing. Did you guys do
Oh,
that
yeah.
at your banquets?
Always. And I was like, Bruce, look.
Yeah. Bruce, I'm here.
I'll pretend like I know what that is.
So if you got caught eating with your elbow on the table, or if you had your elbows on the table during dinner, they would like call you out, and you had to go around and give everyone at your table a kiss on the way around. So if you were sitting at the right table, not a bad thing.
No.
So
Yeah,
many
funny
things.
things.
Like I thought these were like at every province,
Me
but clearly it's
too.
just Alberta. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Just Alberta. Just Alberta. And this is the last one I have, is went from bowling to beavers. Tracy, I know you know about this one. This
Yeah.
was submitted by a bowler who has not been playing in recent years after having a family. But it was also submitted by a couple players from this team. Tracy, you were on this team. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I mean, I don't really remember too much about it, other than every year we sort of had, I don't know, maybe themes. And I believe it was the rookies maybe who all wore beaver tails that year,
Yeah.
but we all had beaver names, but I don't remember the beaver names. But I know we sat around one evening, had like a potluck and some drinks and played games, and we came up with these beaver names. So I don't even know if they shared some of the beaver names, but that was a really
Michelle said it was like back in 2003 or 2004. It was you, Michelle Hoyle, Heather Wellman,
Oh yeah.
Lorraine, and Heidi, and then Michelle, with Tom Boytel as your coach. And she said the chemistry on the team was just amazing.
Mhm.
That year you went on to nationals. Heather, Heidi, Lorraine, and Michelle were all rookies. And so Michelle Hoyle made beaver costumes that were like skirts that had beaver tails on them,
Yeah.
and that you had to wear them. And then Heidi had mentioned that the beaver names, things like Liquor Beaver, but Busted Beaver, and Eat More Beaver.
I remember the names now, but I don't remember all of the names. But I know
Yeah.
for the most part, they are probably very offside.
This might be the most offside segment the Ladies podcast has ever had.
I know. Yeah, but I do remember that was an awesome, awesome team. Very, very fun.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. There was some very good. I didn't have an opportunity to share every single one that was sent in. Lots of people shared about just like amazing moments they had where they had to throw a shot and were able to do it. Sophie Ann Lamarche she threw a 3-pin in the 10th frame and then had to spare it and throw the strike to make it onto a team that ended up going to nationals. And lots of just stories of when big moments where people had to kind of get up and throw a shot or be there for their team and get something done. And but it sounded like a lot of people had good times thinking back on some of the memories of years past in bowling. But
Yeah, I loved this
I love that.
segment.
We should do a show of that. Like, let's just talk about how awesome everybody is.
That's
Right?
right. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, the next time we have like a month where there's really nothing happening, we should just like do a tell us about your biggest shot in bowling and relive some of those because
I
those are
love
always
that.
fun too. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that is a good one.
If you guys
Well-
have any recommendations, we got lots of people watching right now. Let us know what you want to see in future episodes. We can do some fun things like this again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Maybe play some
Look.
games.
play some games, get some things going, but we filled an hour just
We
like
did.
reminiscing.
I love it.
I love it too.
But you know what would be
I've
really
been thinking
interesting
this
too is
entire
like,
time, looking at all of the decorations. This is a genuine question that I have for you all.
yeah.
I went to go and get ready for this episode, went to go put on my Santa Claus hat, only to realize I don't actually have a Santa Claus hat. And this was like a big travesty in my life because I was like, is this not something that everybody has? Do you guys have Santa Claus hats, or is this just
I mean, I have little kids. I have antlers. I have elf headbands and Santa hats. We have all the things.
is this something that like people should have Santa Claus hats? Because I felt pretty disappointed that I didn't have a Santa Claus hat. So I
I
had to
have-
like fake it.
The entire Santa Claus outfit that I wore to a fun bowling tournament a couple weekends ago, and I will be wearing it to school on Friday. I also have a giant Santa hat because I have a 4-foot Easter Island head in my front yard that is dressed up as Santa right now with a beard and a big hat on. So I think you need
People
a
in
Santa
the
hat.
comments, do you guys have Santa Claus hats? Is this a me thing? Does
I don't
everyone
have one
Santa
either.
Claus hats?
I don't think I've ever had one.
I don't
This
know
is
if I
why I
had one
got thinking.
before.
I was like, is this just something people have in their house? Like Santa Claus hats? I thought I had a Santa Claus hat.
I might not be able to sleep tonight.
Kale's back in BC.
In BC. Yeah. But yeah. Well, thank you guys. Always fun. I love this show because it is like it's just kind of
So good.
just
So easy.
chill and easy. But hopefully everyone has a fantastic holiday and a break for the next couple weeks of bowling, a little bit of time off and away from a bowling alley, hopefully for most people. You know, a lot of people are bowling Boxing Day tournaments around the country and things like that. So good luck in all of those. But hopefully everybody just has a safe and relaxing New Year's and Christmas and all of the holidays and family time. And yeah,
Very
the
well
Five Pin
said.
I guess we'll
Universe
see you
crew.
in 2026.
Yeah, the 5 Pin Universe crew is all out until 2026 now. Because those
okay.
boys,
It's kind of disgusting when I think about it. Like 2026.
I know,
What?
we're there. But thanks, Michelle, for joining us tonight and just kind of
Appreciate it,
going
Michelle.
down memory lane with us. And hopefully everyone enjoys a little bit of a break. Thanks for watching, guys.
Happy holidays, everyone.